Hello everybody, so today in this video I'm going to be making an A-line style skirt with some fabric that I have that actually is an old dress. Well, it's not really an old dress. I'll explain. Here's what the fabric looks like, and I made a very boxy style dress out of this fabric 2 years ago, maybe a little bit less than 2 years ago, I think. And I love this fabric, but I just don't get a lot of wear out of the dress. I think my style has changed a little bit since I made that initially, and I just haven't had a chance to wear it that often. It's a little bit difficult to style for me personally. So I'm going to rework it into an A-line skirt that I think I will get much more wear out of. And that's pretty much the plan. It's a pretty simple process. I've done this quite a few times with a few things that I've made, and I really like the fabric, but I just am not as happy with the end garment as I would be if I had changed it. So if you have anything that you've made or otherwise anything that you've gotten somehow and you just aren't as happy with it as you were at one point, you can definitely try to do the same thing and rework it into something else that you do actually like. Yes. So the pattern I will be using is a free pattern, and I'm not totally sure if I want to advertise the pattern company because it's not very size inclusive, and I just don't think the size range is really the best. I actually only fit into the second to highest size, which I think is definitely an option, room for growth that this pattern company could do. So I don't know if I want to mention it, but it is a free pattern. So I personally wasn't, giving any money to this company, and I think there's plenty of good A-line skirt patterns out there, and even if you don't find one that you like, I think it is relatively easy to sort of sculpt yourself, especially if you have a little bit of extra fabric. You can kind of just start out from a rectangle, and sort of mold it as you like. The skirt that I am making has a seam down the center back and then a zipper, and it has 2 darts in the back. It doesn't have any darts in the front, and then it has a facing around the waistband, and those are pretty much the main details. It's a very simple construction. The main thing is I was excited to reuse this fabric and I kind of went back and forth a few times on what to remake with this. Back whenever the weather was a bit colder, I was thinking about making some loose fitting pants, but they didn't fit on this piece that I have. So hopefully this will fit. I may need to do a little bit of, modifying to make sure it fits. The thing that I'm thinking I might end up needing to do is adding a seam to the center front, just to make sure everything fits, but we will see. And also, I don't know if the length of the skirt is something I will want to keep or if I want to shorten it. I think as is, it should probably hit a little bit above my knee. I don't know if I want to keep it at that length or shorten it even more. We shall see. But yeah, I'll take you along for the ride as I try to Tetris these pattern pieces together. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy this video, and I will talk to you later. Bye! Hey everybody! So I just finished making my skirt and I'll insert some clips of me wearing it because I think just holding it up is not that helpful. So yeah, it turned out really great. I'm really happy with how it looks. I ended up shortening it a little bit based on the actual pattern that I used. And I'm happy with how it looks, the length and everything. I have it just like a few inches above my knee. I don't want it to be like too incredibly short, but I also didn't want it to be, you know, incredibly long as well. I just wanted it to be sort of like happy, medium, just right, you know, Goldilocks type of thing. And also, speaking of the pattern, so I mentioned that the pattern that I used wasn't that size inclusive, but I did find a tutorial for how to create a A-line skirt based on your measurements, which would be really, really helpful. I didn't end up using that because I had already cut out my pieces by the time I found that tutorial, but I will definitely link it below because I think that would be awesome. I don't know how it will work for every single size range. Like, you might need to modify the A-lineness, how far it swings out a little bit for your preferences, but it is there if you need it. I would definitely recommend making a mock-up first. I did not make a mock-up for this skirt though, and mainly that was just because I was really repurposing a existing garment that I had. So if it turned out not too great, it wasn't too much of a loss. I'm definitely very happy to have this fabric being used in something that I'll actually wear a little bit more though. So I'm really happy about that. The only other thing to note is I did add a little bit of extra swing out at the edges where I could. I think the only place that I could fit that was in the back pieces. And I ended up needing to sort of modify the hemline a little bit because of that, but overall it looks nice. I think it's cute and I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's very comfy. The only negative is it doesn't have pockets, but not everything needs pockets. Especially if you're like me and you carry a bag with you everywhere you go. I think it would be actually really cute if it had patch pockets, but I don't think that side seam pockets would be great for this design. You could sort of insert a like a slash pocket or like a welt pocket. That could also work, but I think side seam pockets would not do too great with this pattern specifically. Yeah, I think that's really all I wanted to talk about. It's kind of a quick update and a very quick video. I just wanted to walk you through repurposing some of my existing garments that I don't wear as often as I would like. I think that's just a really great way to get some more use out of your clothes if your style has changed a little bit and you're no longer as excited about that garment as you were previously. And I'm really happy that this turned out well because I love the fabric. It is a beautiful Tencel jacquard that's from Blackbird Fabrics. I don't think I mentioned that in the like intro of this video, but yeah, it's a really nice heavyweight, not really heavyweight, but it's like heavy for a Tencel or rayon. It's pretty thick for one of those kinds of fabrics, and the drape is beautiful, so I'm really happy that I was able to get some other garment out of that fabric that I will actually wear. Yeah, so I don't know, I guess I'll just wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. Please let me know what you think. I hope you're having a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye!